I'm now joined by the head coach of the Bucks, Mike Nienaber, who gets the win over his alma mater tonight, sweeps the season series against the Choctaws, and I don't know, you guys like to shoot against this team. You guys shoot a high percentage against this team for some reason.
Well, I mean, I think offensively we were getting pretty good looks. And again, it's like I've said more than a couple times this year, when Drew's making shots, the world's a better place. And the thing that I really liked about Drew is what he did inside. I mean, he's 3 for 3 from 3, which, again, makes life a lot easier. But the baskets he got inside in the post, I don't think we've done that enough. And he's just so athletic. He's capable of getting in there and getting that shot off against most 4s and 3s that have been guarding him. So, we got a lot of good looks. I mean, we got a lot of nice backdoor layups, and we haven't had a lot of that going on. When you get, and we missed a few of them. I mean, Drew was Drew was 7 for 11, and one of them was a point blank.
Yes, exactly.
But we did, and Jeff got a couple like that helped his numbers because he wasn't behind. He had a rough night from 3, but it was a good overall game. I thought defensively we played better than we have been the last couple of games. We did a good job packing in on their big guys because, like I said, that big guy is a load in there. He's a good player. Torrey Rice, 6 for 8. He's tough. I mean, and if he gets positioned, he does a great job of positioning and getting down the floor and just finding his spot. And it's hard to contain, and you're prone. And Adam and Jordan both got in foul trouble, so it makes it tough.
Although Adam had a tough break at the end of the first half on a foul that was called on him that he was nowhere near the play.
Right. Yeah. I wasn't sure what exactly happened there, but
he was nowhere near it.
You talk about him getting in foul trouble, really wasn't inside.
That one wasn't. Second foul, and he picks up that third one early in the second.
Right.
So you think of that in the first half, like, okay, but then he pick up the third one early in the second.
Yeah,
luckily, it doesn't come back to haunt.
Yeah.
And Drew goes over the 1,000-point mark tonight for his career, and that's a special plateau for any college basketball player.
Right. I mean, he's, Drew is really, and if you look at the numbers as the year has gone on, Drew started out, at least from 3, he was really not shooting the ball well. And I give Eddie some credit on this. My son, assistant, he got on. He got with him early and talked about, because Drew is so athletic, he felt like he was shooting it from a different release point every time, and he jumped so high. And Eddie just said, when you're shooting 3s, less jump. Just shoot more of a set shot when you're shooting those 3s, and don't be springing up so much. And I think that was the thing that was inconsistent about him, because he does. And I've seen that a lot over the years, guys that are really big jumpers, that when they get 3s and they're shooting those explosive jump shot 3s, they're not usually great shooters, because they have different release points. They should jump at different levels every time, and depending on what time of the game it is and where their strength is, where their adrenaline is, they might get a little bit higher, and it just kind of loses its Well,
it certainly has worked. He was 41%, 6 in the conference coming into tonight.
And that's
3
what I mean.
for 3. So the secret has been found.
What I mean. Yeah, he's over 40, and I mean what he had to do to get over 40, based on starting off probably in the low 20s after the first 4 or 5 games, tells you that he has really been, has really turned it on.
And he's looking for good shots too. He's not really forcing any threes.
You're right.
And then, I mean, I don't know. It seems like every game we talk about Adam D-ball afterwards. He didn't shoot free throws well tonight, but again, he gets 20 points. He just so good down there in that block, finding a way to score. And I said maybe they just need to name the Freshman of the Week honor the Adam D-ball award so somebody else can win it. He's won 4 straight. He's won 6 on the year, and not a bad start looking for 5 straight.
Yeah, I mean, really, I didn't think it was one of his really a stellar game. Of course, he got in foul trouble because he had big numbers. He had about 16 at halftime, so he had the numbers, and like you said, he got that third foul, which kind of took him out of the flow of the game. But I felt like he lost his balance a lot in there tonight. Just
he was a little.
He got, and a couple of times I thought he triggered the 3s a little quicker. When I wish he'd have just turned the offense one more possession and really tried to get it inside more. But again, I mean, I'm sitting here talking about a freshman that got 20 and 5, and then and then our other freshman, Alex with 13, and
since he's been put in the starting lineup, he gets double figures basically every game.
Yep, it's been amazing, the job, and I mean, I did feel like that he was capable of that from the time I signed him, and we redshirted him last year, and I just kept thinking, and he's gotten that chance finally, and that night that he first had to play, he had to play a lot because we didn't have a lot we were shorthanded on the bench. And like you said, he's been the thing that's really kept him. I mean, like you said, he's been getting double figures almost every game. But the other thing he's been doing, and he didn't do as well tonight. I got on him at halftime because he didn't have any at halftime. Is his rebounding. He
was averaging like 11 and 7 as a starter coming into tonight.
Right.
So
exactly.
I mean that's like you get 11 and 7 out of a freshman anytime.
Yeah, and he's had a couple double-doubles. I know he had one, and I think he's had 2 double-doubles. So, again, you got, I think I looked up there at one point when he scored a couple early in the second half, and I'm looked up there and I'm like, Adam's got 16 and Alex has got 13. And then that was before Drew really got going, and I'm like, that's 2 freshmen.
Yeah.
Early in the second half with 29. You've got 29 points from 2 freshmen. So that's, it's encouraging. It's encouraging to think about. And the other thing, what we've been talking about all year, is that we're hopeful that we can keep slowly getting better as these kids get more and more experience and more comfortable, playing college basketball. We're going to improve more than teams that are more experienced, and that's the thing that we're hoping that we can continue to move forward with.
And again tonight, only 8 turnovers too. I know you love taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, we did. The last 3 or 4 games we've settled down, and I was a little worried there at the end that I might have pulled the trigger too fast, and we had that one quick turnover, and I thought, here we go, God. And I told our starters, I said, be ready. I'm not going to let this thing go inside 10. But fortunately, I was really glad for those guys because they settled down. Tank McCarthy did a good job finally settling us down. We got the ball in there to Jack, which was good to see him score that bucket in the post because he's capable of doing that. And, overall, it was a solid game.
Kick off the 4-game homestand with a win. Now Delta State comes up on Saturday, and it's obviously a big. I always said every win here because if you go 4-0 in this homestand, you might be all of a sudden in 3rd place in the conference. It can happen that quick.
That's right. Because I told the guys, I said the thing about it, if we take care of our business, something good's going to happen because at least 3 of these teams that we're bunched up with have got to lose because we're all playing each other. So Union or Delta State's going to lose tonight. So one of those teams we're going to pick up a game on. And that's the problem. When you lose, you're going to lose a game to 3 or 4 teams. So, there's a lot of matchups right now tonight of those kind of. West Georgia and Huntsville play tonight. We're going to pick up a game on one of those teams that was tied for first. So again, if we can take care of business in this home series, this home stand, there's no telling how good those standings might look in a week and a half.
Yeah, literally, everybody in the conference basically could still, especially those top 8 that look like they go to the tournament, any of them could finish first or any of them could finish 8th.
Right.
All it takes is one bad week or one good week, and you can move way up and down.
Yeah, and again, like we said, we're all playing each other. Valdosta's bunched up in there, North Al. It's just, those teams. And West Al is one of those that's dangerous. They beat Delta at Delta last week, before they won at Mississippi College, or before Mississippi College beat them Saturday. So, it's just every night it's just tough, and especially like that, right now, tonight, North Al and Huntsville were at West Georgia and West Al. Those are tough games.
Yeah.
Those are tough road games. At West Al's, that was a great road win that we got before Christmas that a lot of people aren't going to get. And, again, it's so bunched up that, the big thing I think hopeful, if we can get on a good roll here and win more than our share, is to get in that top 4 where you get to play a home game to start the tournament. I'd love to have you calling the first game of the tournament sitting here.
Yeah, that's certainly a big advantage.
Because if we get to Birmingham, then we're going to be dangerous. We've been very good. We didn't make it last year, but the 2 preceding years that the tournament was in Birmingham, I told you guys we're 5-1 down there. We won it one year and lost in the championship game the next year. That was when they played all 3 games down there. Yeah. So we've been good down there, and and we got some of those guys that are still around from some of those good runs. If we get to that point, then all bets are off.
Absolutely. That's like I said, with it being the way this is so tightly balanced, anybody could win it once you get down there.
That's true.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you on Saturday.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you.